This is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36 and verse 6. It reads, "Show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hands and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works." Giving all praises, honor, and glory, as always, unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, and who I've learned this truth from through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and salutations unto all the Akim, you brothers preaching his word in truth and in sincerity across the four corners of the earth. And shalom to the hopeful elect, you sincere believers scattered wherever you may be. So as you see, this is another installment of the scripture of the day. What we just read, Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus 36 and 6. Just going off a few screenshots screenshots I had in my gallery from, I think, damn near the past week and a half. And then also inspired off this this article Elder had shared in the chat, just going into these new signs and other strange wonders that Yahweh Bashim Yahshai is bringing to pass, given we're living in the days of prophecy, the days of the beginning of Jacob's trouble, where, right now measuring the time, how we're living in the times where he's beginning to visit the earth which he made. So as you see in this picture, says Chicago set for coldest temperatures in 6 years. And if I'm not mistaken, this had to be either Monday or Tuesday of last week. It was like -7, and the real feel felt probably had to be around -15, -20 with the wind chill. But it was during that Arctic blast. And then also, I got this from one of the beloved brothers had reposted this on Twitter or X. It says, for the first time in recorded history, the immediate Gulf Coast is under a blizzard warning. This is likely a once-in-a-lifetime event, a generational storm we may never witness again. Right, from Jacksonville, Tallahassee, all these different places along the Gulf Coast, San Antonio, Houston, Austin, New Orleans, Jackson, Montgomery, all these different, along the coast where, and then in Jacksonville, especially like the Florida locations, I had looked up Jacksonville snow rarity. This is how you know we're living in awesome times, man, in these latter days. It says, snow is rare in Jacksonville, Florida because of the city's warm temperatures and subtropical climate. I might have looked up something different because they gave me a different AI overview. But just showing, in January, this was January 22nd, 2025. It says Jacksonville received 0.1 inches of snow, the fifth most snow ever recorded in the city. This was the first measurable snow at Jacksonville International Airport since 1989. Yeah, rare winter storm. So, like we read, man, them new wondrous works, or the strange wonders that was putting two together. The strange wonders. Because all these things are orchestrated and done by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, whether it's Esau, Edom, with their weather systems and artificial snow, their artificial wind gusts. At the end of the day, it's Yahweh Bashim Yahushai behind it all. He's in control. because he'll put the spirit upon Esau to do these things as well with his, weather machines, weather devices, or whatever, how he manipulates the weather. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is in control of both the left hand and the right. But let me grab this, which actually inspired the lesson. It says how to see a planetary, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, how to see a planetary parade this weekend. And I'll read through this article. It says, get ready for a parade of planets this winter. During the month of January, sky gazers will be able to see 4 planets in one view. And come February, the parade will only expand. NASA says after dark, throughout the month of January, you'll be able to see Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars. Venus and Saturn will appear in the southwest of the sky. Jupiter will appear overhead, and Mars will rise in the east. Uranus and Neptune will also be there, but they won't be bright and visible without a telescope. So-called planetary parades are not super rare, according to NASA, but they don't happen every year. There was planetary parade in June 2024 when 6 planets, Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus, Mars, Neptune, and Saturn, all aligned. These events are often called planetary alignment, but planets always appear in a line in the sky because they orbit the sun. The difference is that they will appear closer to each other and Earth, making them visible from our planet. Saturn and Venus will be making a close approach in January. Their closest approach to each other occurred on January 17th and 18th. Mars and Earth will also align in their orbits, and this will occur around the same time when Mars is at its closest to Earth, so it will appear bigger and brighter in the night sky. This is called an opposition, and it happens about every 2 years. In February, 7 planets will be in alignment: Saturn, Mercury, Neptune, Venus, Uranus, Jupiter, and Mars. And 7 mighty because it goes into completion. And it says, most will be visible to the naked eye, but to see Uranus and Neptune, you may need a telescope or binoculars, according to Star Walk, a sky-gazing app that tracks space events for astronomers and amateur stargazers. This alignment will be most visible worldwide on February 28th. Those who want to see this event should start looking for the alignment as soon as the sun sets. Some places might have a better view of the alignment on different days. For example, in New York, you might see the event best on February 25th, according to Star Walk. And you think with the Passover coming up as well, and the talks of that blood moon. Let me see. Blood moon 2025. March 14th. Okay. And brothers can correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be when the Passover hits this year. So see that these are just signs of the times, man, and how the return of Yahushai is very, very close, and Lord willing, this is the year, Lord willing, or that we're very close to Jacob's trouble popping off, World War III popping off, and Yahushai returning, and the erection of the kingdom of heaven coming about, Lord willing, because you see with how Trump, the cruel Lord, what he's doing, all right, and what he's bringing to Babylon the Great and the fall of Rome 2.0, it's all, the pieces are lining, all right, no pun intended. They're lining up. But let me grab just one quick precept, and we'll end with this one, if I'm not mistaken, in the book of Joel, where we always go to. Speaking of prophecy, if I could find it. Where am I at? Looking for Joel. Salakia. Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are. Joel 2. And actually, is it 2 or 3? I looking for Joel? Am I looking for Salakia? Let me go here. And was Joel 2. There it is. This is it. Prakati Yal Bashim Yal Shai. Khan. And I'll start at 28 because it hits on point through the spirit how, as of recent, brothers have been having a lot of spiritual dreams lately. Brother had the dream of the agents. The topic of the agents and how we could be in the midst of them. Okay. And how that persecution is coming down the pipeline. This is Joel 2 and 28. It says, "And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions." And even a brother, I believe the brother's daughter or niece, had dreams of the chariots. Held the brother Uriah, the beloved brother Uriah, had shared that might have been his niece or a little one in his family, how she wrote, or she drew actually, the chariots. Mighty. And I think he has it hung up, in his abode, if I'm not mistaken. Mighty painting. But it goes to show you, man, Yahweh Bashim Yal Shai is pouring out spirit. And, those who are blessed with them visions and dreams, they're sharing it. They're sharing it on the unicorn, on the internet for others to know, and then for brothers to be edified and exhorted, for faith boosters. Verse 29, it says, Joel 2 and 29, "And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit." This is the point here in verse 30. "And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke." So the planetary alignment, all right, these the different snowstorms, the record-breaking temperatures, all these things are coming and have come and are still coming or to come. Lord willing, we see it due to prophecy, all right, due to it being written, and Yahweh Bashim Yal Shai fulfilling his word. Joel 2 and 31, it says, "And the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of the Lord come." Right, so before that great day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yal Shai, verse 32, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yal Shai shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord hath said, and in the remnant, got to emphasize that 3 times for those that claim, and then the leader of one of the leaders, or one of the up there positions in the IUIC may mention that, well, didn't really specify who was going to be saved out of the nation of Israel. We have to clarify that the remnant only will receive the deliverance on this side. It all begins with the elect. Okay, that's who the Lord is coming to save, pursuant to Matthew 24, 30, 31. It says, "And in the remnant whom the Lord shall call." It says, I read it in the NLT. It says, "But everyone who calls on the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yal Shai, will be saved. For some on Mount Zion in Jerusalem will escape. Just as the Lord has said, these will be among the survivors whom the Lord has called." And so it's the elect remnant, all right, the predestined of Israel are going to be saved, and then ultimately the whole nation, in the kingdom of heaven when they be birthed back through the loins of the elect, but the Lord is coming to deliver his elect, not the whole nation as he once did in Egypt. Now on a magnitude, this deliverance is going to outweigh that, just due to how mighty it's going to be. However, he's not coming to save all Israel on this side. Okay, it's going to be that remnant. But eventually, all Israel will be saved. All Israel will be saved. All will be righteous and know Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay. But with that, Lord willing, this is edifying and exhorting unto the flock. Okay, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors given to the apostles and the elders, great millstone. Shalom, Wa, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abab Ball. Soon.